remember one of my professors telling me that you have less than 7 seconds to grab someone's attention. And I think that my purpose is to try to make work that everyone can find their means of engagement with. My name is José Camacho. I am assistant educator in public engagement here at MoMA. Outside the museum, I'm an artist. I enjoy a variety of different mediums. And today, I'm going to be talking about Wifredo Lam's Mother and Child. A lot of what draws me to a piece is the name, looking at the wall text, seeing which artists I know about, which artists I recognize. Wifredo Lam was of mixed race. He grew up in Cuba, but also studied in Europe. I was born and raised in a small town south of Houston, Texas, but my family is from Mexico. My family was very traditional Catholic and Mexican traditional Catholic, so there's a lot of different undertones there. Faith, family, culture, those things really make me a lot of who I am and influence my art and maybe even the work I do in wanting to cultivate community. I think what strikes me most about this painting is the lack of figurative features in these characters. You're forced to not think about societal norms of what defines a mother and what defines a child, or even what defines a woman. Instead, you're forced to decide for yourself who this painting is of. Being as this piece is framed and you're walking in the galleries, you can sort of catch your own reflection in it. It's kind of an unintentional way to insert yourself in the artwork. You're being allowed into this really intimate moment, and that conveys a sense of security. Wifredo Lam's work really emphasizes dual relationships, whether it's this dual relationship between animals and humans, these hybrid creatures that you see in a lot of his work, or genders. There's a lot of androgynous mixtures. In religion, there is this notion of sort of suppression and feeling little, and I would dream of a world where people could really feel powerful about themselves and feel that they are worthy of their own love. The prayer candle that I made, I titled, "Who Do You Say That I Am?" which is a pull from a Bible quote of Jesus asking his disciples for them to define for themselves who Jesus is to them. I wanted to depict the Mother Mary and depict her without any facial features. These things allow for someone who's engaging with this to insert their own image of who they want to worship, who they want to pray to. That's also a really big theme in my work, thinking about Catholicism, which is this colonial religion that was forced on a lot of the people in Latin America, but acknowledging that that is still existing alongside the indigenous native religions that have, stood for centuries, and they're still alive and well today. A lot of what I do is manage the gallery experiences. I'd say the most gratifying part is engaging people to spend more than a couple of seconds with a work of art. There are many different ways to consume art. You can draw with it, you can look at it, you can write to it, you can write about it. I think it's really, really special to see that people can have that connection with the work. These stories of religion, these stories of biblical figures, at the end of the day are all stories of people of color. They're immigrants, they're people who suffer from things that a lot of people still suffer from today. That's what I like to explore in my art, is maybe shifting the perspective so that those who don't have power in our world are the ones that are seen as powerful.